Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm working on a new project. Last year I got this jar here, and this was going to be for the carnivorous plant terrarium, until I decided on the bigger terrarium that you saw in my previous videos. The reason why you see these PVC pipes in here and I'm wearing rubber gloves is because I got this idea from watching Hypnotic Exotics. He made a carnivorous plant terrarium very similar to this, using the PVC down here with the screen on it. It's like wicks, and this bigger one here, to water it with it, and he used tumbled rock, but I got aquarium gravel, which I'll be using. But I'm not going to be putting carnivorous plants in here. I'm going to be putting ferns in here. And I was using Gorilla Glue to put the PVC pipe. If you're ever working with Gorilla Glue, I strongly suggest that you wear gloves, because getting this stuff on your hands is a pain in the ass to get off your skin, and a bigger pain in the ass to get off your fingernails. And if the guy in the video was using a hot glue gun, and I don't have access to one, so I'm gonna be that's why I use the Gorilla Glue. And so this is just a let you know what I've been working on. I also have a weakness for ferns too, and the ferns I'm going to be putting in there are going to be over here on this saucer with the gravel sitting on the gravel. The thing with ferns is that you do not sit them directly in the water itself. You have to use the gravel. Put gravel in here and let it sit on here. The ferns I'm going to be putting in here, this is called the bronze Venus fern. This is, I got this one because it's rather cool looking. It's called the rabbit's foot fern, and it's very recognizable because these rhizomes here is the reason why it got its name. And if this guy here is actually a epiphyte, but they'll grow just as well in soil as they do on other plants. And I got something really cool in mind for this one. And this one here is called the Austral gem fern. Now the thing about ferns is that these guys do not produce any flowers whatsoever. These guys are some of the oldest, if not the oldest, vascular plants in the world. These guys predate flowering plants, and these guys have been on this planet since before the age of the dinosaurs. These guys started to appear on the earth about during the Denisovan period, something like that, when plants are starting to get more established onto land. But these guys are not the same ferns that were around during the age of the dinosaurs, because the ferns that existed during the days of the dinosaurs, those ferns are pretty much extinct, and new ferns evolved since then. But these guys don't produce flowers, but of the way these guys reproduce is they produce spores on the bottoms of their leaves, which are called, in a fern's case, are called fronds. A fern has to be mature to be able to do this. And you typically find ferns unlike the forest floor, and in really more of shaded areas. These guys, most ferns cannot really take direct sunlight too much. There are a few exceptions, but as a general rule of thumb, these guys are not sun lovers like carnivorous plants and other plants are. I don't think I'm gonna be putting this guy in there. Of course, I could always divide this guy. This is a fluffy ruffles fern, which is just a cultivar of the Boston. This guy is just a cultivar of the Boston fern. That's what fluffy ruffles really is. And you see, my bigger fern down there is called the Kimberly Queen fern, and I think it's trying to escape its containment. Because that these guys, ferns reproduce by rhizomes, and if you see right here, these are rhizomes coming out of the pot here, and they're, what they're looking for is nice moist soil to get established in. If it gets too long, I'm probably gonna have to start trimming these back, and I've had this fern since last year. I've been meaning to do some videos on ferns, but I just never gotten around to it. I like ferns. Ferns are pretty. It's not just that they are some of the oldest living plants on Earth, but they produce very pretty leaves. And what makes ferns so distinct from flowering plants is that all non-flowering plants, like your horsetail, ferns, mosses, they are called angiosperms. Angiosperms are of groups of plants that reproduce via spore. In other words, they need contact with water, and so ferns like it moist, not sopping wet, just moist soil for them to grow in. And of all flowering plants, doesn't matter if you're a begonia all the way up to a carnivorous plants. They are called gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are include all the flowering plants. If I got this incorrect, just be sure to let me know in the comments area down below. And so if you happen to like this video and would like to keep up with what I'm doing with my future terrarium, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. I just have to let the Gorilla Glue dry thoroughly before I start doing anything else, like pouring the gravel into the jar. And I shall see you next time.